Hello boys and girls, got something rather new for you today. This is Napoleonic Wars Mountain Blade. Now, what we've got, this is a siege event as hosted by the 77Y, and they've got their friends along. On the English side, which are the people defending the fort, you have the 77th Y, the 27th, the 88th Foot, the 81st, and various other people in there as well. Now you've got the 94th, the 13 TLI, 66th, the 41st 2nd Battalion. So many people on the French side. Now what they are doing is they will be attacking this fort. Now, options available to them. You can see they've got barricades as they make their way up the hill. Obviously the English people have the advantage because they have the higher ground. You do have artillery courtesy of the French, and you can see, here we go, the various regiments, they are splitting off into directions. They're going to try and attack the fort from multiple locations. Now obviously what you've got is you've got an area over here, the outcropping over here, being defended by members of the English regiments, and we are looking at the defences of the fort. Now as you can see, what they've done is they've rushed in, they've got an engineer in there, and they're getting the ladders up very quickly, but they're taking some fire. So you can see the English musketeers there, they're firing down onto the French as they're trying to get a ladder up. But as you can see, defensive firepower coming from the English. Looks like they've got to push in towards the main gate. There we go, the first ladder's up. They're not really worrying about trying to breach the walls at the moment. It's primarily getting people in and getting them up. Now, obviously they've got two ladders right at the front there, and they've got another ladder over on the third. Oh, Skittles with a nice kill there onto the 27th. So it's looking like the French have made a great attack there. Oh, four-pronged attack from the French team. Superb play there. And as you can see, at the moment, the English are being overwhelmed from all directions. You've also got the French. This is another option that they've got where they can come in round the back and double back behind the English. So the English have really got a battle on their hands at the moment. Looks like the attack of the French on the right-hand side, this particular area here, you can see here, has been thwarted. Oh, somebody landing badly there. As you can see, yep, looks like the English have been successful in beating off the first attack of the French. And you can see smoke. There you go. That looks like a bit of smoke in the central wall section. And that could be where the artillery is going to be aiming for to try and create a breach. Now, obviously, team damage is on in this game. So that means you've got to be careful where you're shooting. Now obviously these muskets are the Wilhelm scream, gotta love it, being defended by the mighty Highlanders. The 88th Foot Sergeant Wayne there doing his thing, telling his men to defend for all they're worth, and the ladder gets dropped back onto the floor. Let's see, the only one ladder there as well. Now let's see what's going on with the artillery. So you've got, there we go, Temerai, who's doing his artillery thing. He's got a nice gun there, firing in general direction, supported by the Highlanders around him. Got various other guys making their way over towards it. Looks like, don't know where he's firing, but obviously, yeah, he's firing point blank at them with grape shot as soon as they come up the ladder. So there we go, another breach by the French. These guys are very determined. Let's see, they've got the ladder up again on the right hand side. I think it's fair to say that at the moment the right hand side is slightly weaker than the left. They seem to be defending. Oh, superb shot by Car Investor 29, taking out 3 of the 88th Foot with a wonderful shot with the cannon, and Skittles then replying into the 27th. So as you can see, the French making a breach on the left side. You've got a selection of the British who are defending. Let's see, there we go, there's Ricamaru, who is in the process of defending this area. Now the thing is, looks like they could be possibly overcome. No, they've been smart. It looks like they've cycled, oh, bit of a glitch there, cycled some of the English defenders over to one side to try and stop that breach. So let's see how it's going on. There's the commander. Let's see, there we go. So Captain Neo commanding his troops in the heat of battle. Now let's see, we got the 94th here. Looks like the 94th are on the French side. Car Investor again. Wow, he is doing a superb job of his artillery, taking out loads of the 81st as we're watching the 94th Private Frederick making his way up the ladder. So these guys basically got to make their way up the ladder. They're going to come under fire from all directions. As soon as they get there, going to be either into a battle or it's going to be a melee fight. It's not pretty. Now the thing is, you've got a lot more French people coming up that ladder than you have British people defending it. I think it's fair to say that it's looking pretty good for the French side on the left-hand side of the fort. Now bear in mind, this is the main wall. there's still an inner part of the fort to be fortibunked. Haha, ba-dum-bum. So at the moment you can see a little bit of lag there. Oh, a little bit of a graphical glitch, but you can see the French here trying to make a push into the main gate. As soon as they get that main gate open, they can flood people in. But it means that the English will then have to cycle back, rotate round and defend that gate. Because once that becomes open, that gives them a serious problem. We've got a bunch of the Highlanders, I think it is. Yeah, no, standard foot. There we go, the 81st. Corporal Menesaur, looks like he's getting his guys all sorted out. There we go. Getting them all into a line, getting them all sorted, ready to go. They will be in a position to defend that gate if it gets breached. So, as you can see, the 81st there defending their section of the wall with a vengeance. Unfortunately, a few guys going down, not going very well. Oh, lovely shot by the 94th. Kitchen Whore, Mr. Bajazi. Great shot into the 27th, taking down a major and a couple of privates. That's going to hurt them. Apparently, somebody is willing to surrender if he gives them 10 whores. So, what can I say? I'm from Essex. We got plenty. So, oh, there we go. A couple of French trying to make their way around. That's being well defended. Nice cannon shot into one of the guys sitting on the corner of the outcropping there. As loads of fire is coming in from all directions. You can see smoke coming out. They've only got a single... Oh, it looks like they're definitely making a real push into the main section. You can see there. It's they're really trying to bash through that ladder. And also, it means they stay out of the fire of the enemy unless they start firing in through this area here, through the gates. So, let's see how things proceed. The French looks like, yeah, the French teams are getting their people back up after a respawn to see how they can go. Now, 13 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. So far, they have not managed to push the English back from the main wall. However, that could... Oops, squish Pinecone there with a couple of team kills. Whoopsie. And we're seeing what's going on as... there we go. We've got French, English defending, hand-to-hand fighting. Jacob with a superb shot there. Jacob, lovely shot onto lots of 94th privates and a Lance Corporal as well. Oh, Kitchen Hall replying, killing loads of teammates. Oh, that's not going to go well. Unfortunately, I think he's supposed to kill the enemy as opposed to his teammates. Apologies there, but, you know, it's all part of the fun. All part of the fun. So you've got a couple of French people sitting up here. There we go. You can see them all setting up. And they are trying to get up there. But at the moment, oh, they've got a rather brave Brit there who's down, basically, trying to attack the French as they get up to that. There we go. Ladder gets dropped down now. The trouble is he's now in an isolated position. That's Che. So Che, very brave man. He's going out. Basically, he has no support. He's got nobody there to defend him. He's going to have to reload very quickly. Because there's some French people hiding around the corner. And he's got people above him to support him with a little bit of extra fire. But he's going to have a really good day to make it through there. Aztir, who managed to stab the artillery guy, Jacob. So the colonel obviously not approving of his artillery skills. And we are looking to see what's going on. A little bit of lag there, as you can see. A little bit of fire coming from this lone Englishman. Here we go. Looks like... Oh, he got shot down. That's one of the guys came in with his sabre to try and take him out. Now, bear in mind, most of these guns are muskets. These are not what you would call accurate pieces of weaponry. Basically, a lead ball inside a smooth bore tube. And there's no... Sorry, not a bore tube, but there's no there's no rifling. So these things are very inaccurate. They rattle around all over the place. So as you can see... French making a determined attack coming in on the left-hand side, looking pretty good as far as we can see. Let's just see numbers. I think the French might have a numbers advantage here on the left side. The Brits fighting a desperate battle to try and hold them off, but it doesn't look like they're going to make it. I think it's fair to say that the left side of the fort, whoops-a-daisy, Euronymous there, killing a few of his teammates. Let's see what's going on. The centre there being held by the English, and yeah, it's the... Yeah, it's the 88th foot doing a great job of defending against that breach on the left side. Now the French already, you can see, the French, the French basically, it's looking pretty good as far as I can see. Just check and see what's going on. The French have basically seen that it's a, weak point of now basically, essentially, capitalising on that and pouring in with numbers as much as they can. Now that they've found a weak port into the fort, They're going to try and make their way down into the stairs. This is going to be defended by the English. They're going to try and defend that as quickly as possible. They've got the flag in. That should give them bonuses to their battle. So there you go. Flag gets planted. That gives them various bonuses. That helps them out. However, the English are fighting hand to hand, and they are in a defensive position on the inner walls of the fort. So there's the outcroppings there, as they are trying to defend. They're probably going to have some people in the houses offering a little bit of support. You can see them doing the bayonet dozy-do there. There we go. A little bit of bayonet fun as we continue to see what's going on with the inner fort. Now, massive charge by the 81st. Look at that. Huge attack by them. Massive charge in. In go the Scots, bagpipes and all. 88 foot, taking out as many of those French people as they can. They obviously waited for the prime opportunity, and now that they're in a position of vulnerability, the 88 foot have done a great job of charging in there and killing as many of them as possible. Now, it looks like they might have a slight advantage over numbers. So it looks like this attack by the French might be repulsed. Difficult to say at the moment. You can see, obviously, the... Skittles with a nice shot there onto Pantera and other members of the 27th. So plenty of fire. The artillery guys really showing their worth on tonight's map, I definitely have to say. So, as you can see, the bayonet dozy-dos on the wall are continuing. All looking good. Oh, there we go. Now it's going to be English versus Frenchman. How damaged is he? Can he survive? Looks like the Frenchman's more damaged, but he takes down the Brit. Who is that? That is Enrico from the 13th. So, Grenadier no less. So he's got to basically make his way back and run the gauntlet past loads of Englishmen. Can't be good. And maybe slap somebody in the face with that reloading pole. So as you can see, the artillery guys are still in place. Let's see who that is. There's Crash there, or Crash I should say. He's doing his artillery thing there. And you see, got more Frenchmen coming in through the ladder. They've got the flag down the bottom. They're giving them bonuses as they get down to the bottom, and bonuses when they arrive at the top. So beneficial there. Looks like they've decided to move the flag, and they're rotating round to the middle. Checking to see what's going on in the middle. Looking pretty good as far as we can see. Lots of French people coming in the middle section. And as you can see, they're now basically these French. Yeah, there we go. All the English on the outer wall have been killed, and the French are now making a push in towards the inner fort. So last of the 88 foot leg, I think, going down as they are now. There we go. Look at that massive breach in the wall. Beautiful play there by the artillery. Skittles there killing a few of his teammates. But unfortunately, these things happen. There you go. You've got a couple of the old redcoats trying to make their way over to try and seal that breach, or at least offer some sort of defence on that breach. So let's just see what's going on. Little bit of lag there, can't be helped. We do have an awful lot of people in this server, so as you can see, this is the defensive wall. So you see the 88th there, who are setting up a defensive behind the stone outcropping for the flag. Good defensive position there. Let's see who these guys are. You've got the 81st, who are defending the right side of the inner fort, and they're all lined up and basically taking cover as soon as they need to reload, which is smart thinking. There you go, the 27th with Metal Heart and Co. Let's see who's in there. There we go, Private Wales. And let's see what's going on with the French. So let's see who our artillery friends are. There's Skittles. He's on a very big cannon, as you can see. That is high quality mortar stuff. And there you go, there's a standard cannon there. And it's looking pretty good. So that'll be the howitzer, large bore cannon. That's obviously slightly small bore cannon. And there we go. So the French there, as you can see, what they do is as soon as they respawn, they don't just rush straight into battle. What they do is this is actually properly ordered, and they form lines ready to go into battle. So, because otherwise, if you go in dribs and drabs, you will end up getting killed. If you go as a group, as many as you can from the spawn, as you can see, this kind of thing here, you're going to have advantage in numbers, and that's really what you need in order to get over the top of this fort. So, I think it's fair to say that with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, it's all looking to play for, because they haven't actually breached the inner fort yet. They have breached the wall on the right side, which will be their main point of access. It's just a matter of what the French decide how they're going to attack, because obviously what you've got now is the cannons can probably make less of an effect on this area than they were able to on the wall. But as you can see, God heaven, there's so many bodies all over there. The 27th, I think, who are over here, they're pretty much been taken out completely. That's really unfortunate. I think. Let's see. Sorry, correction, not the 27th. I can't remember the team who was over here, but the 27th still defending, and you've still got the 88th there doing a great job trying to defend, and the central gate there, the central gate of the inner fort has been taken out. That's being attacked by 66th Arty Guard, the Swede. I wonder if he's from Sweden or just likes vegetables. So Roffelcopter, 66th Regiment, Roffelcopter, great name, sir. Even though helicopters technically haven't been invented yet, but that's not the point. We will ruffle at his copter. So as you can see, the French have breached the inner wall now. This is basically where the English are going to have a little bit of a trying time. They've also breached around the back as well. You've got a back door around the back as well. A side door, I should say. So this is not looking good for the English at the moment. They need to plug that hole with as many troops as they can. Basically fire in as soon as possible. Stop people coming through. Because now you can see they know that there is a spot open and the French are pouring in. Absolutely pouring in. Look at them doing the conga line. They're splitting off their forces, combinations. Let's see who's making their way over. There we go, 13th TE moving over to the right. Let's see who's moving over to the back door area. Yeah, okay, that sounded really bad. So the back door merchants over at the back here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can lock in the one eye guys. There we go, it's the 94th coming in. Kronprinsessen. I hope that sounds right. So, as you can see, the English have a serious problem now. They are basically hemmed in from all directions, and they're going to be trying to defend that flag. It's not looking good. 3 minutes and 21 seconds. They've got to get that flag down. This is going to be a melee fight to the end. And this is what you call hardcore. This is good stuff indeed. So as you can see, oh, another cannon coming over there, doing a bit of damage over to one of the buildings, but not doing any damage on the English. There we go, loads. Oh my goodness, so many of the 88th there just died as they were trying to defend that wall. Just came under too much fire and bayonet stabbing and all the rest of it. So obviously with team damage on, it means that any bayonet stabs can sometimes stab your friend in the bottom, which obviously is less than preferable. So there we go, there's Munster, Lieutenant Colonel Mac Blauck, avoiding a shot there. It looks like he's got, lovely kill there, and finally goes down courtesy of an English bayonet. So let's see what's going on. As you see, the flag hasn't gone down a huge amount at the moment. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit and get an idea of what's going on from a top-down view. So as you can see, there are a set amount of English who are trying to defend that flag at the moment. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. It's not looking good for the Brits at the moment. Because, I need to stop saying at the moment. Because, at the moment, there's too many things going on. Anyway, smart play there by the French, bringing in their flag. There's Kaiser Blake, brings in the flag, and there you have it. The France has captured the fort. A successful attack there by the French. And so, we move on to the next round. So, what you have now is the teams getting ready to go. As you can see, a little bit of team killing going on. A little bit of mass suicide, and there we go, live on reset. So it's good to know that these guys aren't the only ones who enjoy a little bit of team killing before a map starts. Finger slipped. My finger slipped, Your Honour, repeatedly. I only stabbed him with my bayonet 94 times. Oh, there we go. And the Napoleonic Kool-Aid has been drunk, and we are underway with a reset. There we go. Round starts in 1 second. Now, what we're going to do is going to watch to see what the French team do. Now, obviously, what they're going to be doing is all the regiments are obviously going to split off into separate sections, and they are going to basically try and get lined up into their correct lines. Now, obviously, the only drawback is they're going to block each other a little bit, which is, you know, unfortunate, but these things happen. So what they're going to be doing, breaking off into their various regiments in the various sections. So there you go. You've got the 27th. And you've got the, there we go, so the 27th making their way out. There we go, they're in the line column, and they are making their way over. So as you can see, you've got the 77th making their way over. With the 27th as well, looks like they might be making a move up towards the fort. Let's see who is running up on the left-hand side. Here we go, we got more 77th Y on the left side as well. So there we go, the fire from the fort begins. as a detachment of the 77Y is moving to the left. Let's see who these boys are. This could be more 77Y. Yeah, there we go, Avior. And you've got Gamer as well. So they're making their way over to the left as well. Now, obviously, you've got the 27th in there. They are going... Now, the question is, it looks like the 77Y going right round the right side. So let's just see who's down here. There we go. There's Mr. Blue, and there's their commander. So there's Malekith, captain. So he's going to come under fire pretty carefully. There we go. The ladder's up on the right. So they're up in there really quickly. And the 77Y making a push on the right side, supported by their brave comrades from the 27th. So as you can see, fire will be coming in from all directions. It looks like the attack by the 77Y 2nd Regiment on the left side here. As you see Roberto going in there. Gate is bug, it's reversed. When it's open, it's closed. When it's closed, it's open. So as you can see, another push there. Now let's see who is defending the walls for the English. So you've got the 9th Life. There we go. So the lifeguards there being covered there. They're covering the centre part of the wall. Let's move over to the right-hand side to see if anything's different. There we go. You've got the Munsters. LI Munsters, L1s, and I think that's L1s, LIs. And let's see who's covering the far right-hand side of the wall. So you've got the 94th Rifles, the 66th Marine. Here we go, the 66th. Looks like the 66th. Yep, there we go. So the 66th are guarding the right-hand side of the fort for the British team. So looking pretty good from them. Looks like you've got a couple of their Munster guys who are guarding the far right-hand side along with the 66th. French making a push into the middle, being defended very well here by the 9th Life. And looks like the, oh my goodness, looks like the French have done a number on the left-hand side. Let's see who they've been trying to defend. Munsters have moved in from the right side, and looks like they're having a little bit of fisticuffs there going on with the French. So as we move back... yeah, it's there is a little bit of lag going on there, guys. I do apologise for the occasional stuttering, but these things happen when you've got 200 people on a server. So you can imagine what's going on. So what we're doing is we're just following to see what's going on as... oh, there we go. We are checking to see... Now, see, as you can see, you've got French people there. They are making their way in, or they're trying to make their way into this gate. Now, obviously, you've got nobody defending that at the moment. You've got a couple of people having a fight with the door. So there we go, 94th Rifles having a fight with the door. Not going very well. There we go. See, now, smart play here by the English. They are cycling. Oh, lovely shot. Kitchen Hall with an absolute stunning shot, taking out so many 77Y. Great play there. Cannonball straight in the face. Now you can see the 77Y now pushing up the ladder to try and take out the English. They've got 13th there going in with stabby, stabby, stabby. And it's looking good here for the English. Looks like they've cycled over to the left-hand side. Definitely increased the amount of... defences that they've got on the left side, and as you can see, the English are taking a battery, but they are holding the French back. Oh, lovely shots down on the French on the ladder as they're trying to pile up that ladder as quickly as possible, and it's looking pretty good. The English are doing a good job of defending, taking out as many of those French as they can as they come up the ladder, so there's not many people to stab once they get to the top. So the Wilhelm scream, if you don't know what that is, check it out on Google. A very well-known Wilhelm sound bite from the movies in the 50s, I do believe. Here we come. The 27th are on their way. There we go. There's Andrus 93Q. And basically it's some kind of Napoleonic conga line as they go up the ladder. Bodies falling off. That's got to be a little galling when the bodies of your... Oh dear. He seems to have got stuck in the rock. That's very uncomfortable. So as you can see, it's all a big old queue up the top there to get in as quickly as possible. Oh dear. That's an interesting death position, I have to say. So there we go. That's the Superman death. All he needs now is a cape and an S on the front, and he's all good to go. So the English here doing a good job, and looks like they've done a good job here of defending the left side. So... sorry, the right side of the fort. So what we're going to do is check to see what's going on there. You can see smoke on the front of the fort. Looks like they're trying to breach possibly the middle left side of the... yeah, looks like it might be coming out. It could be coming from the cannon. but it could also be damaged coming into the fort. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So there you go. Looks like the English there, they pushed the ladders down as soon as they arrived, and they are now basically rearming and re-kicking themselves and all the rest of it. So let's see what's going on. There we go. So in come the French. Looks like the French have made it. There we go. There's 77Y. They are now pushing in, along the edges of the fort. Oh, Benny taking a bayonet to the face. That's not going good. So looks like the 77th and the 88th foot there making a push in as the French. They've managed to kill as many as possible on the top of the fort, and are making a push in towards the inner fort section. So there you go, 81st Silence Terror, and let's see who else we've got there, if we can lock in on one of these gentlemen. Joris and Lance Corporal Red Zero, so they're from the 27th. And as you can see, the English have put the flags in close position to where they are. Looks like they're going to try and redeploy those if possible, as they are now defending the inner fort. So there you go. Out comes the attack. There we go. There's Asdir going in, taking the charge in towards the inner fort, trying to destroy that gate so they can't get it. He's having a bit of fisticuffs any minute now. Oh, he's made it in. Oh, he's swinging his sabre left, right and centre. Heroic play here by Asdir as he's making a run in towards it. So yeah, the Ginger Minja is out in force, chopping people left, right and centre, and finally gets taken down. So they have breached into the inner fort, and obviously there's lots of things going on. So let's just see. There we go. Loads of 77. There's Snows there. One of the cadets making his way in, trying to push in towards the fort. Now what they've got to try and do is concentrate as much fire, taking cover behind these walls, concentrate as much fire onto these entrances. Now let's check to see what's going on. Going to have some of these buildings that are going to be covered by the Brits. Now look at this. This is smart play. Who are these boys? The 9th Life, the 41st. The 41st, there we go. So great tactical play here by the 41st. This, boys and girls, is what you call smart tactical play. You run around that corner, you think, yes, the door's broken down, and oh crap, you get a bullet in the face. So these guys are kind of pushing forward. Let's see what's going on. There we go. Let's lock in to see who this gentleman is. That's 9th Life there. There we go. The French now pouring in. Now, this could turn out to be a bit messy, because as you can see, they're pouring in and they're moving to the left side. And they're going to push in towards this gate. So let's see what kind of fun and games they get when they run through here. Now, the thing is, these guys are... yeah, that's going to be kind of nasty. Oh, that was harsh. So there we go. Now, the thing is, obviously, you can't reload straight away. So this is not like Call of Duty or Battlefield 3. You can't just load everything and all the rest of it and stuff like that. So it can take up to, you know, 30 seconds or so to reload. So timing is of the essence, and essentially you are up against it. Now, who is that? Is that... oh, no, that's the old PFC there. Somebody flying in with his sabre. He didn't get very far. There we go, chopped a fish bait. I do believe that was Astir again, the Ginger Minja, making a rush in. And lots going on. So as you can see, charging going on. The Brits are trying to defend as best they can, but it looks like they might be under fire from all directions. So you can see, let's just go out a little bit and see what's going on. Okay, so as you can see, over on the left-hand side, over there, you can see basically they breached through that doorway and they're making a push in towards the doorway. The Brits have got a flag over there to help their team. They are trying to defend that. Now, obviously, you've got French on the walls already pouring in from the left and from the right and from the centre. Now, obviously, the door on the inner fort has been taken down. The Brits are moving their flags up so that they can basically get bonuses from that. Don't see many musicians or drummers, but you need as much firepower as you can get on this game. So... you can see the French taking cover from behind the top of the fort and firing down into the main courtyard. So the more of these guys they can kill, the better, because you are limited. So let's see. There we go. Looks like a big breach here by the French. There we go. 77Y making a huge breach into the doorway on the left-hand side. Let's follow Ranger in as he goes. And let's see what's going on. There we go. There's Mr. Pinecone. Mr. Pinecone and Temerai there, they're doing the funky artillery thing. And you've got Thomas 302-206 there, also doing artillery for the 77Y. So lots of fire going in. Let's see who's on the big artillery over here. You've got Crash and you've got the Baker. And they are doing the artillery for the French team. Now, let's see how the French decide to move in. Because obviously, at the moment, the fort is pretty much theirs. It's just a matter of how they manage to... Will they be able to get in there? I mean, it's 8 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. I think the chances are quite high. There we go. We've got a nice breach on the left-hand side. Oh, lovely shot from Thomas 302-206, killing 88-foot teammates. That's not going to go well. There we go. So, yeah. Yeah, that's... yeah, that wasn't exactly... great, but hey-ho, never mind. These guys will obviously be walking home or hopping home, but as you can see, let's move in, see what's going on. The fort is being defended from all directions by the English. They are doing a good job at the moment. You've got a couple of guys over here. Let's see if we can lock in on this guy. There we go. Monster Della Torre. He is, with a fine moustache, I happen to say so, is defending the right-hand side. And you've obviously got French inside the inner fort as well. They're taking fire. Looks like that might be possibly the 27th, making a push in through the front door. Possibly trying to time it at the same time as the 77Y. Make a push in through, oh, a very sneakily placed ladder. Oh, that's very nice. Nice sneakily placed ladder over the back there. And making a quick push in, and it could be a situation where the French are all over. You can see now basically what they've done is they've actually taken a French flag away from the French, put it on the central section so that they can't benefit from it. So, lots. Oh, here we go. Here we go. In come the 88 foot. They're coming in. You've got obviously Awkward here who's doing his best to defend. Oh, doing great job of bayoneting people left, right and centre. No, don't bayonet your friend. Great job there of bayoneting people left, right and centre. Lots going on. He then gets taken down. So that's Private Shepherd from the 27th. He then dies very quickly. And a lot is going on. Let's see what's going on. You've got Brits all over it. A couple of French by the flag. However, it could be that they might get into a position where they can defend this flag before more French people arrive. However, look, there are French people pouring in. French soldiers are pouring in through this front entrance. This is not looking good for the English team. They are up against it as far as we can see. Look, they're limited on the amount of defenders, and the French they're not really holding this central section. They're actually sort of around the back of it. So a few people spawning into a bullet. Very unfortunate, as the French looks like they might be in a position to take that central section, and it's a tad unfortunate for them. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock. The French are all over this flag at the moment. The Brits are doing their best to try and defend as quickly as they can, trying to take out as many French, but it's really difficult for them because they can't really stop. I mean, look at this. Look how many more French are coming in. So many more French soldiers come flying in through the central section, and it's really hard for the Brits to basically fire into those attackers and then melee these guys at the same time. So defending the fort is a difficult job, very difficult job. So let's just see what's going on. There we go. We're watching to see what's going on. There we go. French are all over it, and they should have the fort any second. There you have it. Okay, so it looks like, let's see. Okay, so I think that might be it over. Yep, that's it, boys and girls. That has been a siege event, courtesy of the 77th Y. We apologise for the lag. Obviously not a huge amount that can do under the circumstances. So many players. Thank you for allowing me to cast this. It's been a lot of fun. Really enjoyed casting it. Hopefully I'll get to cast more. A definite shout out to all the regiments who have been here. The 13th, the 9th, the Munsters. And obviously 41st, 66th, 77Y, of course, the 88th Foot, the 27th. So many of these guys who just play this game for so much fun and tactics and just genuine enjoyment. So definite shout out to this wonderful community. Okay, why is he surrendering? Okay. So definite shout out. Hopefully there'll be more of these. Planning to release at the same time as Mal releases his event video. So with any luck, you should have watched either one or t'other straight after it. You'll be able to see the battle from the bird's eye view as well as from the eyes of one of the commanders. So I think that's pretty much it, boys and girls. I will be calling it an evening. So that has been Napoleonic Wars, the DLC for Mount and Blade. And this has been the 77th Y Siege evening. Thanks for watching.